Thank you for coming back to the Seoul Dojo Gaming Channel. Of course, I am your great host, Curtis Russell, and I'm accompanied by Niall Edwards once again. How you doing, Niall?
I'm doing absolutely great, and it's great to be back here. I'm super excited for this.
Absolutely, man. So, of course, we both seen the Nintendo Direct that happened yesterday. Very excited to see what was on there. Overall, Niall, what do you think about this Nintendo Direct?
I've seen there's been like a lot of negativity online, it was a lot of indie titles, but personally, I think there was a lot to love. Like it kicked off with a massive bang and ended with just one of the craziest announcements that's made me so happy.
Yes, I know exactly what you're saying right there because and it's crazy that we're getting the negativity online because I actually think this is one of my more not my favorite Nintendo Direct, but this is one of my favorites because some of the games they announced, I am just over the moon for, and I think a lot of these games have so much potential. And I think one of the games that I want to hit upon that leads right into that is Oninaki. Do you remember seeing that game?
Yeah, I saw that, which it's not really my sort of thing, but
Mm-hmm.
it looks really good, and I think I might go in on it.
Right. It could be kind of a niche kind of game, but when I look at it, it just reminds me of a little bit of Octopath Traveler without the turn-based kind of thing. But then when I
Yeah.
saw the combat, it's more of a fluid kind of thing, and it really got me interested in it. So that's a new IP though. Like that's a brand new game, a brand new series coming from Nintendo. So I hope you do give it a try because I think it's gonna be a lot of potential behind that game.
Yeah, there's definitely a fair few things in this direct where it's not really usually my sort of thing, but I'm definitely gonna go in on a few of them.
Mm. And you talked about in the beginning they started off with a bang. I want to take a guess at that. Super Mario Maker 2?
Absolutely.
That's the
Yes,
game.
this was insane.
Did you play the
And
first one?
yeah, I played it on the 3DS. I never got to play it on the Wii U, but I played it on the 3DS, which is like a sort of downgraded version, but still amazing. And then being able to now, I'm going to go on and play it on a console in HD, and we've
Hmm.
got 3D world aspects in it as well. It's just going to be like I'm so excited. It's like
Right.
unbelievable.
So
I'm so
is
happy
the
this is
game
coming.
2D trying to be a 3D game? Like is it's 2D, right?
Yeah, it's 2D, but kind of sort of. It's weird to explain.
Uh-huh.
Like,
I kind
yeah.
of follow you. I kind of get you. So what's up with the Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, the Black Order? What do you like have did you play the original ones?
Yeah, I actually did, and me and one of my mates, Seb, we're always talking about them, and we're big fans of them. And he doesn't have a Switch, and
Oh
now the
man.
third one is a Switch exclusive. He's so mad.
Well, he has to
Um,
get it now. He has to
he
be
has
the
to
guy
get
to
a
get it
Switch.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah, he has to.
yeah,
And I think this is going to be one of the bigger games that did they say it was coming out this year? I can't remember.
yeah. It's summer 2019. It says so.
Oh
That's
man.
really soon.
That is soon and that's a good time to release that game. Everybody's out of school, not
Mm,
really doing too much. That'll be a great time. Uh
yeah,
the I don't think they talk too much about it, but you have the Super Smash Brothers Ultimate Spring update.
yeah.
The
I
Ultimate
absolutely
Spring.
love that because it was like they hyped it up to be like, here's what we're putting in the new update.
Yeah.
You'll find out soon,
Yeah,
and it's
you'll
like,
find out soon.
okay. Like it was, why put it in? Just
I think the news that we got out of that was Joker was coming April, was it?
yeah, April, which that's a lot sooner than I thought it was gonna be.
Mhm.
So that's what's
Mhm.
great. And we got like a little hint at what he was gonna look like, which
Yeah.
pretty cool. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Absolutely. One game that I was over the moon for, I could not wait to play it because I played the first one was Bloodstain Ritual of the Night. Now I played the first one, which is on Steam on PC, so I played that really good little 2D game. But this one's gonna be more of a modern look to it. And there's gonna be a little bit of character customization with it, and it reminds me of Castlevania. I don't know where you necessarily stand on this game, but I am very excited for it.
Yeah, I'd not heard about it before this direct
Mm.
or the previous one, but it looks very Castlevania. It looks very interesting, so I might go in on it. Like probably not straight away. I'll wait till it's like quite cheap secondhand. It'll be like
Yeah.
20, 30 quid down the line, but I will be going in on this at some point, I reckon, because it looks really interesting.
Mm-hmm. Right. What about Dragon Quest Builders 2? I've seen the first one. It's like Minecraft, right? Like I haven't really gotten
I
into it.
Yeah, I don't know much about this game, but
Hmm.
it looks really really good. I probably won't play it, but I can see why a lot of people do enjoy it.
And that's probably one of the things with this direct is like, their main topic that they were talking about was the Dragon Quest, right? Dragon Quest, which one was it? I'm trying to find it right now. Is it Dragon Quest 9 that they were trying, or not Dragon Quest? It wasn't Dragon Quest. It was Fire Emblem 3 Heroes.
Yeah, that's it. Three
Yeah,
houses.
yeah, the three houses. Yeah, three
Yeah.
houses. And I don't really play Fire Emblem games but for the people that are listening, the people that love Fire Emblem, I hope you did get your time's worth here, because they did go in depth about the three houses, and did go in depth with like the fighting. Not too in depth, but they showed the gameplay, and they gave a release date for that, which I believe is in summer, like July 26th, I believe. So I don't know where you stand on that, Niall.
I definitely zoned out in this part of the direct. I'm not a big Fire Emblem sort of guy. Maybe it's because
Mm,
I've never had chance to go in any of the older ones at any point.
yeah.
But there's just too much like it's just nonsense words that I don't understand. So it's just
I got
like
you. So, have you tried the Yoshi demo? They talked about, Yoshi demo was able to, you can play it later. I'm definitely going to get off of here and start playing it because I haven't played it yet.
yeah, I have actually I played around 20 minutes of it.
Hmm.
It's really fun. It's
Really?
really fun. I really want to play more. I was definitely going to get the game, but if I was uncertain, this would have pushed me over to the edge to definitely getting it because there's something about it, like the art style where you've got this sort of Yoshi looks sort of more realistic than he has before, but then you've
Hmm.
got this like paper crafted background, and it's really fun. And the throwing mechanic works really well. You can sort of customize how you want to do it a little bit, which is quite interesting.
Hmm.
And just I really enjoyed playing it, and I'm definitely looking forward to going in on it.
Thank you for filling us in for that, because I was always saying that this game's art direction is something that I just really admire. And I didn't think Yoshi was gonna look. You said almost realistic. I thought Yoshi was looking a little like it looked like he was put together with like yarn or something. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The paper background, all that stuff. I'm glad you said that, because I think that's one of the more creative ways that Nintendo has implemented with the art direction that they're going. So I really like it, and I can't wait to play this kind of game, because I did like games like Kirby and stuff that have really good level design. So I hope Yoshi Crafted World doesn't fail in that aspect also.
Yeah,
Um,
there's some really interesting stuff in it as well. And there's sort of like there's a few puzzle elements to it as well, which is
mhm,
was really fun trying to figure out that. And you've got to find three pieces of a train that are hidden in these like little house
yeah.
things, and you've got to like shoot them with the eggs. And it's really like there's got a lot to it. There's platforming, and then there's sort of like problem solving and puzzle stuff, and
Mhm.
there's a lot in there.
Okay. Have you played Starlink Battle for Atlas?
Yes, I love it so much. It's
What
so
is good
fun.
about that game? What is so fun about that game? Are you just playing as Star Fox, or are you playing as like somebody else?
I am playing exclusively as Star Fox. But it's just something about it. Like I thought having all the ships and stuff on the controller would make it feel heavy and bulky. It's actually
Mhm.
quite comfortable, and
Mhm.
it's good to like. I can see the screen and I can see the R wing, and then I look down, and it's there, and but also just driving and shooting and all the mechanics in the game. They just mesh well, and they feel so natural, and it's something really really enjoyable.
Wow, I probably should definitely dedicate some time to playing that game, because I was never sure about it. I never knew exactly what it was about. I didn't know if it was like the old, N64 Star Fox, or
Mm.
if it was something different, if you played as like a whole squad of people. I didn't really understand the concept, so I stayed away from it. And shoot, I mean, if you're recommending it, I should definitely try
Yeah.
it.
There's a lot
Oh,
more planet-based stuff than there was on
mhm,
the like original ones. There's a lot of missions down on the ground, but that is, I feel, a very welcome addition.
nice. Nice, nice. I should definitely try that out then.
Mm.
So on the remake side, not the main remake, Not the one
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about later, but you have your final. Well, it's not really a remake. It's kind of like a remaster thing. You do have Assassin's Creed. You have Final Fantasy. You have two Final Fantasy games actually announced. They're porting over Hellblade. They're porting over Dying Light. Any of those games you have any ambition to go get?
I've heard really mixed things about Hellblade. There's a podcast I really like that basically did an entire episode talking about how much they hate it, but
Oh
then there's a
wow.
lot of people who are really positive about it, so
Hmm.
I'm interested to go in on that. But if I do go in on it, it'll probably be on the Xbox or PlayStation because I feel like it's a big graphical game, and I
Hmm.
don't think the Switch is going to handle that awfully well.
Hmm.
Like it
Okay.
did Doom all right, so it could be, but I think I need to see a little bit more of it playing on the Switch before I
Mm.
decide where to go in.
Yeah, that's really funny you say that because I can't stop. I could not stop talking about this game when it came out. I absolutely loved it. Took a different direction when it comes to game design, when it comes to the way you develop a game and why you develop a game. I think it was amazing. But you do have. I'm really excited to see Final Fantasy 9 on Switch because I never played it. I always played 10. I played like 15, 13, of course. Played 7. Seven's coming also. I don't know if you ever tried your hand at any of those Final Fantasy games?
I've not, but I really want to, and
Yeah.
like all the remasters that are coming out on Switch, I will go in on one of them. It's just figuring out where to start. I think is the main thing at the moment because there's a lot of those games, and it's the same thing I have with Kingdom Hearts, where there's so much story, and I'm worried if I jump in on one of the newer ones,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna not understand a single thing and be like, what's happening? Where's this guy? And it's just,
Yeah.
but I'll probably go in on one of them once I figure out where's a good place to go in.
I completely understand that. So we have one game that I actually saw earlier this morning. I remember seeing half of it, and then I think my YouTube started messing up, and I couldn't watch it. But I watched the full thing today. Platinum Games is making a brand new game. It's called Astral Chain. Now you said these kind of
Yeah.
games you're not really interested in, but when you saw it, how'd you feel about it?
It looks it's pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing. It doesn't look crazy like new to me, really. There's a fair few things I've seen recently that are this sort of art style. It looks like not the kind of whole like Blade Runner future sort of thing. I feel like is a bit overdone at this point.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, there are a few things in this game that look really interesting and really different that could be quite interesting to go on. But I feel like my stance with a lot of things in this direct, and especially Astral Chain, was I need to see more before I decide where I actually stand on them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm starting to notice. Yeah, you're not into like the Japanese kind of like the Japanese anime fighters. I guess is that if that's a good way to put them. Like I
Yeah,
I seen this game and I'm like, oh my god, this is like Bayonetta, Near Automata. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like those kind of
yeah.
games, and I love those kind of games, especially like Bayonetta, especially on the Switch with Bayonetta with the
Mm.
remasters of 1 and 2. I love them. So I actually saw this. I saw the fighting and I was like, the combat is already what I need it to be. I don't know what's going on in this game. It's
Mm.
a brand new game from Platinum Games, who I really respect. So it's something I definitely want to look forward to. Is there anything else in this direct that we haven't went over except the big one
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I have not hit upon that you really want to talk about?
There's a couple of things I just want to quickly mention. It made me laugh a bit in the Disney Tsum Tsum thing.
Oh yeah, I pulled that up right now. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy said like something like Tsum Tsums took the world by storm, and I was like, they really haven't.
I don't even know what the hell it is.
It's like these little like plush Disney toy things, and I'm really into Disney. I'm a massive
Mm-hmm.
Disney and Pixar and like everything like animated fan.
I got you.
But they're like tiny little plush, and there's like a mobile game which is like kind of like a pachinko machine, and it's like that's kind of what it is. That's kind of what it is.
It looked like it might
And
have took Japan by storm, maybe.
yeah, maybe
Just
that's
that.
what they meant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ah,
and
that
then
is weird.
there was also Tetris 99, which I've played a fair bit of over the last day,
Hmm.
which I've been absolutely loving. Like I'm a massive Tetris fan. There are a few things I don't completely understand in it because it's multiplayer. It's like battle royale
I
Tetris,
was just about to say
which
that. That is
yeah,
ridiculous. They made a
yeah.
battle royale Tetris.
I saw the thing and it was like 99 players, one will win. I was like, so it's battle royale Tetris. It's Tetris battle royale, and I like it's so. But they're like grey blocks will appear at the bottom of your screen. I think it's when other people like wipe them from their screen and they can like aim it at you. But I don't know how to aim it at other people, so I'm just
Oh
getting like
Lord.
fired a bunch of blocks at me that are slowly filling up my screen. I'm like, I don't know how to do this. What's happening? And I've never hated and loved a game at the same time so much because I don't
Wow.
understand it, but it's so fun.
And it's free, right? Free?
Yeah, free for Nintendo Switch Online members, which makes sense
Nice.
because it's there's the only game mode is online. But I
Mm.
do feel like they might be adding more because if I go into the stats tab, it says all, and then it says Tetris 99. So I feel like maybe new game modes coming in the future potentially.
That could be. I'll probably definitely try that out then because I was like Battle Royale Tetris. Like, what in the world are they
Yeah,
thinking? What in the world? Oh
yeah.
man. Anything else?
No, that's pretty much it. Other
That's pretty
than, of
much it.
course, the big
Yeah,
one.
the big one. Oh man. Now, oh man. I don't know where to even because you're. I'm just gonna take a guess. You're fairly younger than me, so
Yeah.
this game came out like a month before I was even born. So I don't even know where you
Wow.
stand on The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, the original. Like I
I've
don't know if you.
played 30 minutes of it. Really
Okay.
liked it. Didn't really go back after that.
I hear that. I hear that. But now they are making a full remake, and I'm just
Yeah.
gonna let you run away with it. What do you think? Like, were you surprised? What do you think about this game
I
being
definitely
announced?
felt like there was a new big Zelda game coming. We'd heard all the rumors, but the moment we saw the water and then like the light, and then like I was like, "Is this Link's Awakening?"
Right.
And because I'm just a new Zelda on Switch is coming, and the art style, it looks wow, does that look amazing?
Mm-hmm.
Like it
Mm-hmm.
looks so. It kind of reminded me of the Octopath art style a little bit, where it's like these vivid, sharp colors,
Mm-hmm.
but it's kind of cartoony, not in the same like 16-bit sort of way,
Right.
but in terms of like the way, like the sharpness of like background objects, but it's got this weird like kiddie bright look to it. It really reminded me of that. But just everything about this, like I love that they've kept the Mario assets from the original
Mm-hmm.
because like famously they just reused a bunch of them, and I love that they've kept those in there because it adds like a whole new. Oh yeah, this is what Nintendo was ages ago. They could just reuse things, and it was just a cool Easter egg. Whereas now, if they like had a major enemy in a game be just something from another game, people would lose their minds.
That's crazy.
Which and I'm just, oh, I can't get over how beautiful the graphics look in this. I can't wait. Like, I don't care if they decide to make it cost £110 rather than the 50 normally. I don't care how much it costs. I'm getting this because it just looks wow. And that's the thing. This, I know I'm talking for way too
No,
long, and
that's
you probably
cool.
want
I'm
to get in,
listening.
but they bookended this direct with brand new Mario and brand new Zelda, and admittedly,
Mm-hmm.
they're sort of smaller parts of the respective series, but they're still new Mario and Zelda games.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's crazy that in one direct we've got those two. Like, wow.
Right. And that is something to really come back is like the overall like premise of the direct and what it does for Nintendo moving forward. But what you're saying about Legend of Zelda, I completely agree. Is the art style is absolutely beautiful. The vibrant colors, the color palette, the way that Link looks, the way that everything looks. It looks like they look like toys to me, like literally.
Yeah, I definitely thought that. I want to see an
Yeah.
amiibo of this version of Link. Like, that'd be
That would be great.
so cool. Imagine if they make it like the tiniest thing ever. Leave it in your
Kirby
cereal.
size.
Real.
It's amazing that they chose this because I know a lot of people are asking for an Ocarina of Time remake, like in the Unreal 4 engine. I know people are
Yeah.
asking for that, but I'm not mad at this, and I never thought that there was going to be like a brand new Legend of Zelda game coming. I always thought if there was coming, it was either going to be like a side story or it was going to be a remake like this because Breath of the Wild what came out in 2017, only 2 years ago. So
Yeah.
always thought they were gonna do like something, kind of a smaller project, a little bit like this. But I'm so excited for this. Do you think they're gonna have? Do you think they're gonna kind of keep it a one for one, like for like remaster remake, or do you think there's gonna be more added content with this Legend of Zelda game?
From what we've seen in this trailer, it looks pretty much one for one. Like I watched just before doing this, watched a comparison video of the original and this new trailer, and it seems so far everything we saw in the trailer is just ripped straight out of that game and just given this new art style and this new
Mm,
charm. But I really do hope that there's maybe something small added on just for people who've played the original, because having only played half an hour of it, I probably won't notice if anything's new or not.
mm-hmm.
But sort of in a very similar way as they did with Let's Go Pikachu, I feel they added a bunch of new stuff in there.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's right. They could do like some certain kind of dungeons in there because I had my few hours with it also. I'm just really excited for the way it looks, and I'm just really I there's not a lot you can really say except just how excited and how caught off guard we were for a Legend of Zelda
Yeah.
Link's Awakening game, because I really, if I would have took a guess that there was a remaster coming, I would have thought it was or a remake coming. I would have thought it was Ocarina of Time. I really would have
Yeah.
thought that. But no, we got this. So, back to what you were saying though. You were talking about how they bookend Legend of Zelda at the end. They had Mario in the beginning, but there isn't. And I get it. It's just a direct, but there wasn't any Animal Crossing. There wasn't any any Pokemon info. Do you think that's being saved for another direct, or are we saving all of our chips for E3?
Well, I feel like I was thinking about this earlier. The Smash Ultimate update comes in, from what we've heard, late April, and that's obviously way before E3. So we probably will be getting a new direct that has some form of that in between March and the end of April. So that'll be pretty soon. So they'll probably put maybe a little hint towards Animal Crossing or Luigi's Mansion into that.
Mm-hmm.
And then E3, they'll put like massive Pokemon, Animal Crossing, Luigi's Mansion,
Mm-hmm.
probably a bit of Bayonetta 3, which I'm excited for. Are you
Oh,
excited for?
dude, that would be ridiculous. You have two platinum games in there,
Yeah.
Bayonetta and Astral Chain, and that's just going towards the holiday season. Do you think Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening will be out holiday season? You think that'll be kind of like traditional Nintendo, kind of bringing out how they brought out Pikachu and Super Smash Brothers kind of towards the end of the year? Do you think Zelda will kind of come out during that time?
It's definitely a tough one because there's a lot of new games like such as Animal Crossing and Luigi's Mansion, which we just have to assume are coming in those last 3-4 months of the year. So I reckon that Christmas for Nintendo might be absolutely jam packed.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel like a new Legends of Zelda game, it will sell a lot. So I'm thinking possibly like same sort of time frame as Mario Odyssey was, with like late October, early November.
Nice. I think that's about right. And I think it's going to be another great year for Nintendo. Anything else on the Nintendo Direct, Niall?
Nothing really. Just I think it was just amazing, and I can't wait to see more of Link's Awakening. I can't wait to see more of Mario Maker 2. I'm hoping for some maybe new art styles in there, but I'm not sure what they could incorporate. Maybe like the Mario 2 that we got, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But that would be difficult because there was a different Super Mario 2 in Japan than there was to like the US and the UK and everything. So that could be a challenge, but will still be interesting to see.
Yeah, I think after this direct, I feel really good about what I was never in doubt really about what Nintendo was doing next, but the fact that they like you said bookended it with Super Mario Maker and then Legend of Zelda at the end, and then some of the stuff like I've said throughout the podcast, some of the stuff in the middle I'm very excited for and I can't wait to get my hands on. So I was very pleased with this direct. So let us know in the comments what you guys think about this Nintendo Direct, if you loved it, if you hate it, whatever about it. Niall from the Dr. Mario channel, Dr. Nintendo, Dr. Mario, playing too much Super Smash Bros. The Dr. Nintendo channel. He is a great host, great stuff over there. He's trying to get to 200 subs. Let's get him over there, get him on some 200 subs. And thank you for joining me, Niall.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me. Been absolutely great, and I just can't wait for a bunch of the stuff they announced in this.
Right, me too. All right, guys, we'll check you guys later. All right, peace.
Viewers beware. Smart but still ain't knowing nothing. Sick and sipping Robitussin. Hella not myself today. Give it a sight, the flow is coming. Be the type of dude you wanna ask him if he holding something. Got that high tech store bought, rolling up with. Be in the section with the people that I'm smoking with. Hit it, then I hold it in. Hold it, then I choke again. I'm that socialist, vocalist. You show your friends more to corruption than some Donald Trump emoluments. That really says a lot about society. Now